So we'll get off at this location. Swim ashore. I think we're still a bit too over-leveled for a lot of this. And that's fine. We'll just power through. I mean, we won't power through. We'll weak through. And I mean, I guess it's nice because we are trying to explore. And we are trying to find things. So we're not racking up XP and getting levels and getting closer to max level. But what we are doing is freely exploring the world without being attacked by every little creature that stands in every nook and cranny. And, I mean, that would be frustrating, so we don't have to put up with that, and that's something, at least. That's something of a blessing. I do see something up ahead. Looks like a small rocket ship. It looks like the ship that Yoda landed on Dagobah in. Or actually, maybe it's the glowing... What on earth am I looking at?
Something so valuable here.
Oh.
Topographical info updated.
Predator's paw? This is some type of beast. I wonder what this is. That monument-looking thing? It looks as though there's something written on it. Friends must wait! No need to shout. It's very dangerous to go closer. Manana is correct. Danger, peril, jeopardy. What's dangerous about it? Not that I'm accusing you of overreacting. Extremely ferocious monsters sleeping in that place. Ferocious, you say? That right, friends must never, ever, ever make offering to monument. Many offering will awaken monster from hideous slumber. Ugh, why would you say that? You know, we're gonna have to do it now, right? But it forbidden. Riku forbid it. It's monster of horrible, terrible danger. Well, if you insist. If it's such a big deal, maybe we shouldn't get involved after all. That decision of wisdom. But you're curious, right? Well, yeah, a bit. Friends, wake dangerous beast at own risk. Banana wash wings of matter. Well, let's think about what we should do later at our own risk, shall we? Unspeakable being. Is this a bit? Are they being funny and wacky? And also, I mean, Triton seems cool. But I still actually, now that Triton is your ally, you can press Y to bring up the soul hacks list and check, okay, hackable enemies. So we can target the monsters in question by pressing Y. Are there so many of them? And then the skills, which is a whole different list, so... Wowzers, okay. We need to go figure out how to do this. This is something we need to work out. Get her in the party. That would be swell if we can. Game simply won't allow it. We're gonna go back to having the Undying Lunatic in our party, or whatever they're called. So I don't think we're gonna get what we need here, but I'm curious about it. So let's go ahead and have a look at the monument. How dangerous can it be? Truly. I mean, let's see what we've got. We can offer up here. That we've got a lot of Wraithwood, and that offers about 10%. And then honestly, hold on, what do you offer? About 5%? I mean, we have so much red rum seed. Hey, wait a minute. Red rum spelled backwards is murder! Okay, we'll finish it off with the Wraithwood. And we'll see what happens. I'm assuming this is going to be a joke, right? It's not going to actually be a terrible monster. It's going to... Friends did it. Everyone is big stupid. We try to stop you, but you not listen. What the spark is that? Oh, gang. Come on now. Oh, what is it? What? Oh no, it's cute! Senna! It really is kind of cute. How could Mio? I'm struggling to see the deadly monster here. Can I pet it? What should be like level 100 or something ridiculous like that. Ah! It's gone berserk! Senna, look what you did! How is this my fault? Okay, this isn't funny. This is no time for foolishness. That beastie means business. Time to fight! This is ridiculous. What level is this thing? It's a level 58. Okay. Oh, right. I forgot. I was a different class. Completely forgot. Okay, so I can do that. And everyone can get into it. And then I got an AoE heal, a field regenerate on hit. I'm an actual healer. Wow, I've got Multi-Blast and Saber Slash, and both of those are an area heal on hit. Think about that for a second. I'm kind of bored. I don't think that healing classes are for me. Like, I can do all my moves, but it just heals everyone. It doesn't deal a whole lot of damage. And also, I think I might be over-healing everyone, considering what's happening with this fight. Like, there's no reason for me to not just go ahead and use all my healing skills. Did you like the way I hid that yawn by talking high-pitched through it? It's not that I'm bored or anything. I am tired. I did just wake up. Alright. Yeah, let's finish this. We defeated the cute little pink thing. Didn't deal that much damage to it. Okay, yeah, I believe you're about the rampaging now. Yeah, it was definitely dangerous. They were indeed correct when they said that curiosity killed the Ferox. We're sorry for not listening to you. Riku, Manana, you did warn us. No, friends got hold of wrong end of sausage. What? Correct. Danger is in cuteness. Sorry? How could friends call such creature cute when friends have adorable Nopon companions right here? Manana not angry, Manana disappointed that friends wake up that monster and distracted by cuteness. What the? Riku not able to believe how friends cast aside endearing Nopon friends to fall wings over heels for that monster. It disheartening in extreme. Wait. So you're saying you're jealous of how cute that monster was? Riku not no jealousness. Yes, this hard battle for reason of being of all Nopon kind. Exactly right. Nopon not able to be outcuted. Oh, right. Well, you know, you're our friend, so... Right, we weren't trying to cite you. If friends speaking honestly, then Riku asked that friends please be more careful next time. Next time Manana get truly angry if friends do again. Then friends not expect to eat tasty sausage anytime soon. We're really sorry. I don't think this is something we need to apologize for. I'm with Tyon. This seems silly. Fun though. Well, that was very Search for the Holy Grail-esque, wasn't it? From you know, Monty Python? You know, where they go to the island and it's got the... You know what I'm talking about. You're all cultured as am I. So we've got a couple of things here that I kind of want to stop and have a look at. There is, right across the sea, a container, and then right up here, there is a supply drop that I'm assuming we're going to have to whip these boys to get a hand on. You know what? I can't be a healer. It's not within my repertoire. We're going to have to pick somebody else here. What are my other options? You know what? We'll be Senna. This will be fine. You know what? Senna could probably use that ability that lets us res people. Mio could probably not use it right now, considering she's a healer, and that's sort of one of the things her classes just does by virtue of existence. So probably need to check and see which accessories we have equipped and maybe adjust all of that.
Something crunchier next time.
I'm sorry? Something crunchier? That's an odd request. I mean, I guess it's better than something a bit meatier, isn't it?
I'll follow you.
Nopon coins. Nopon coins. Nopon coins! No. No Nopon coins. What's that? Y'all hear that? Nopon coins. Nopon coins. Y'all hear that? It's getting louder. Nopon coins. Nopon coins. Nopon coins. Nopon coins! We got two of them. Alright, so hear me out. We've got a guy here, right? He's a special guy. Not this guy. I mean the guy that just hopped out of the ocean here in front of us, and I'm wondering if fighting him is maybe one of the things we need to do to unlock one of the things that this guy needs to have unlocked. But also, let's shift some things around. Alright, once I've scrolled all the way down to Memory Locket, I think it's called, and gotten it equipped, because, I mean, I don't think we're going to need it. We're fighting things that are well below our level. I don't think we're going to be in any sort of serious trouble. But once we get down there, we're going to mark it as our favorite item, because we haven't done that before. There it is. So I think you just press Y.
I better not lose this.
And now we can sort by favorites. Alright, so with all of our friends well equipped and our levels maybe a little bit too high, let's fight this thing and see if we can't maybe get something from it. However that might work. I'm not even sure if this is one of the monsters we need to be targeting right now. We're giving it a red hot go. Time to find out what Triton can do in a chain attack. I'm actually really curious. So this randomly increases all characters' TP by between 5 and 16. That is random and arbitrary, and I love it. Bring it in. And then what do you do? Either adds 50 or removes 50 TP upon own reactivation. Wait, what? It's so random. Either or. From himself or from whom? I don't know how to feel about that. You know what? It'll be fun. We'll find out. When he's reactivated, assuming he gets reactivated, we'll find out. Wow, the music fit up to that perfectly. Like, his hits were hitting right on the notes. I can't believe I've done this. I forgot that I was going to run out of charge on this one, and that I needed to do an attack that would bring about an Ouroboros. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. We could have defeated them just now. I'm so dumb. I'm not actually dumb. Like, that's just a common mistake, you know? You want to talk about really dumb? Let's go back to that whole leaded gasoline conversation from before. You guys ever notice that some people are just remarkably dense? Well, we defeated it. Now, whether or not that thing needed to be defeated, I mean, how would we even find out? Gosh, we got a lot for that. I guess we would go into our menu, we would go to our heroes, we would go to Triton, and we would press Y, and then we would just scroll through to see if anything new was unlocked. No, apparently. What about skills? Okay, no. Apparently not on that either. That's a shame. We're going back on another adventure! Have a look at the map here. We're gonna turn around now, because we don't really need to be going that way. Although there's an island there I don't think we've explored. So that's something to do later. But for right now, have we been on this island before? Is this the... Wait a minute, hold on. Is this the island where... No, we haven't. It's not even on the map. I don't think we need to do anything here right now. Because right now we're targeting... Oh, there's a Kevis drop. We're heading towards question marks. Question marks on the map mean adventures on a hat. That made no sense, and that's okay, because we're here to save the baby from the monster that wants to eat it. Get in my belly, he says, and I say no. It's time for you, sir, to go. We are the Heroes 6. We're here to kick and... Oh, wait, it's these goobers. How did they find their way here? What kind of nonsense are they up to today? What? Alright, yeah, we'll figure out what's going on with them, I guess. What? I can't believe you! This slander and libel! Mismanagement of Dorin is blame! Are they bickering again? What are you arguing about? I'll tell you what it's about. We came to this island and then mysteriously some of our stuff has vanished. All our tools and cooking stuff and things we really need while we're traveling. Just gone. Dorin was in charge of luggage, not both of Bambam. But you were the one carrying the cooking gear. It's all very convenient to blame me for that. So I guess you're stuck here as long as you don't have your gear. Sparks and Ash, we can't keep the Levness in good nick. Without tools or cook dinner, we're just gonna die out here, I guess. Die? Bambam not want to die? How can remediate? Where were you when you realized your gear was missing? Here, where we're camping. Will you help us look for it? Yeah, I guess this is what destiny led us here for. And letting you die out here won't look good in Mio's diary. Thanks so much. We've been amazing, really. Seems like friends always save us, but Bambam decided not to get bothered by that. No, I think you really should. We'll check around the campsite first. You may have just overlooked it. We've already searched pretty hard, but feel free. Missing luggage. Have we found them now in every region? I don't think we found them in the region with the Mac the Wildwoods, as it's called. Look, footprints there. It's a sandy beach. Of course there are footprints. These aren't human footprints, I think. It's not Immovable Gonzalez. I don't know what a Gulkin or a Merignaz is, but we'll say the middle one. It seems like a safe bet. Maybe Merignaz? I think so too. This is Merigna territory, so there's a decent chance. So what? Oh, give me strength. Vanished bags plus mysterious footprints at the scene of the crime equals... Meh! Bambam, no answer! Oh no, footprints steal possessions of us! What? It's a possibility, certainly. Until we actually find your equipment. Let's follow the footprints and see if we're right then.
Gotta follow.
Wait, where are they? Oh. Ooh, they snuck off this direction. What, into the ocean? Did they just swim away? How do you follow footprints in the sea? Oh. Okay, well fortunately they left something behind. I guess we could have gone and gotten our boat. But the game would have probably been upset about it, actually. The game would have been like, no, you can't follow the footprints in the boat. No. And now that you've gotten the boat, yeah, the quest is over. You'll never find out what happened. I'm guessing it climbed that wall over there with the purple vine. Why are the vines purple? Are they just to be visually distinct? Asking for a friend. I got home from grocery shopping the other day, and both of my cats were on my porch, and they were both looking balefully between them at a dog who was just also on my porch. It wasn't my dog. I don't know whose dog it was. It was a rather large dog, and it was sniffing at the outside. Oh, do we actually need to interact with this in some way? No, we just need to, okay. We'll just keep going then. Sniffing around at the cat's food, because we have, of course, food inside. Oh gosh. Let's swim around that, not get involved in whatever that is.
Shall we deal with it?
Okay, I guess we're getting involved in this. Anyway, have inside food and outside food. And the outside food was empty. They'd already eaten it. I hadn't filled it up for the night. Dog was just sniffing around it. Cats were not scared of the very large dog. They just looked very upset that the dog was there. Like, they were giving it the nastiest expression I've ever seen my cats give another living creature. Also, there's no reason for me to be beside this thing with the current class. We'll stay up here and hit it head on. It might be beneficial to be alongside of it to avoid any sort of AoE attacks it might dish out, but I realize now we are level 70. For some reason in my mind, I keep thinking we're level 50, and we were for a bit, but we've leveled back up again, so we're fine. And the whole point of that story was not that it had anything to do with the game, or our objective or anything like that. I just thought it was funny. I pulled up and I got out of my car. I was like, what are you doing here? And the dog just kind of started lumbering off. And my cats walked, because they were standing to either side of it, and they got back together, continuing to just look at the dog with the most hatred I've ever seen an animal stare at another animal. They were not there for it. They were like, why have you come here? Why are you sniffing our cat bowls? I imagine if there had actually been food there, the dog would have been trying to eat it, and I don't think they would have let him. I do genuinely believe that the cats would have just meleeed the dog, and the dog seemed like a bit of a pushover, considering all I had to do was arrive on the scene and say, "Who are you?" and it started running off. So honestly, yeah, I think that the cats probably had a pretty good chance, despite the dog's large size. And I guess really, if you want it to mean something in the context of the game, it just goes to show you have a bunch of little humans in the water. They can defeat a giant water dragon as well. And then once its body dissolves, they can go collect its items. That's the moral of the story today. Now, where's the tracks? Me and my brother watched Baby Driver for the first time yesterday. Love Edgar Wright, great director. Makes fantastic films. I'm a big fan of Hot Fuzz. It's a great film, as well as, I think it's At World's End. I've not seen Shaun of the Dead yet. I want to see Shaun of the Dead. Just haven't watched it yet. One thing I will say is that Baby Driver, I don't feel like it was as good as those movies. It was interesting. It was a good movie. Oh, look at that! Merigna have gone into Sea Lizard's tide pool! Looks like I was right, and now we just have to try to catch up with them without being seen. Yeah, or we can just be seen and who cares. We'll go in, swords drawn, battle fight, that sort of normal stuff that we do. Were we just here? Didn't we just land on to get that supply drop and to get that treasure over there? And then this place was just here and we did not involve ourselves with it. Baby Driver was good. I don't want to make it sound like I didn't like it. It was a very good movie. Objectively, it was very good. It definitely threw some twists at me that I wasn't expecting. It didn't go the way I thought it did. You might say it subverted my expectations, but in a way that was positive, unlike, you know, certain other things. I guess what I wanted was another Hot Fuzz style movie, you know? And that's not what it was. It's not a Cornetto trilogy film, and that's fine. Is that a pile of supplies? Looks like they're spoils. They probably piled it all here for safekeeping. Is our stuff over there? I'd say there's a good chance, yeah. But first, time to take these thieves to task. Hello, I'm Lance, and it's time to take these thieves to task. It's just like not Lands at all. It's like the rip-off version of Lands. It's like when you want Lands, when you're at the Walmart or the Target, and your mom's like, we'll get you Lands later. And then that night, mom goes to, you know, the dollar store because she forgot to get milk at the grocery store, and she comes back with Lands, but it's like dollar store Chinese rip-off Lands. He's like, hello, I'm Lands. I'd like something a bit meatier. My name is Lands. I have a thing with Senna. I'm Lands. And you're like, thanks, Mom, because you don't want to hurt her feelings. She's real happy with the Lands that she got you. But it's not really, but it's just not even spelled right in the packaging. It's like Lawns from Xenoblade Chronicles. In the back of it, it's just got like a little, it's got a collectible trading card inside the box, and you open it up, and it's like just number 1001, and it's just Xi Jinping. And the back of it, it just has some quote by Xi Jinping, and it's like, "We'll beat your head against a wall made by 12 billion Chinese people," or whatever it is he said. And you're like, that would be threatening if the wall hadn't been built in China, Xi Jinping. Because the quality of any wall built in China is going to be on par with my Lawns toy, which broke when I put it in the bathtub. Also, I now have lead poisoning, thanks Xi Jinping. And then you've learned your lesson, you know, mom's rushing you to the hospital. There's a whole story about it in the newspaper. You know, they're showing parts of your now naked and rashed body on the news to show, like, what the lead poisoning did to you. And there's, like, a whole conspiracy theory about, you know, the lead poisoning and everything from the toy. The cheap Chinese ripoff toy. And then you kind of wish that you'd never asked for Lawns from Xenoblade Chronicles. And then you die. It's just kind of sad. Anyway, that's the story. That's what happens when you buy knockoff toys. You get lead poisoning from Xi Jinping. There is a YouTube channel that I follow, or I used to follow, I should say. I don't want to name them. They used to do a lot of video. They still do. I say they used to like they no longer exist. I guess in my world they no longer exist. But they make content about Linux. That's all I'll say. And one of the videos that they made was about a Linux distro that was made in China, which looked really cool, but I'm not going to download it because I'm not going to get an operating system that comes from the heart of, you know, the CCP. I don't trust the Chinese Communist Party, and therefore I have a healthy speculation of everything that comes out of Communist China. In the comments of that, there's a pinned comment by the guy that runs the channel, who was like, a lot of people are being racist in the comments towards the Chinese, saying you shouldn't use it because it comes out of China, ignore them, they're racist. And I was like, bro! I even did a double check at the comments, not just the top comments, but I sorted by newest first, because that's how you find, like, the filthy trash comments. I was like, is there racism here? There was not. There was not. There was people being critical of the Chinese Communist Party. And in this person's small brain, if you can reach it through their thick skull, they were like, if you're critical of the CCP, then that means you're racist. Listen, nothing against the people of China. I have no criticisms of the people of China. I have no criticisms of anyone who was born in, raised in, or considers themselves Chinese. I am critical specifically of the government, the Chinese Communist Party, and Xi Jinping. And the fact that there's like a YouTube channel that purports to be, you know, like supporting free and open source software and looking into Linux, and they can't understand that being critical of an operating system that comes out of communist China, the fact that they look at criticism of that in the CCP and they're like, well, that's racism. I'm like, you're dumb. You're too stupid to be trusted to... I cannot trust you to tell me about Linux if you're that mentally deficient that you look at people saying, man, I wouldn't download that, you know, the CCP might... Why are you a racist? You hate Chinese people! The fact that your brain is so small that that's how you operate, I can't trust you, so I unsubscribed. All of that to say, don't get lead poisoning. It's pretty bad. It's messed up stuff, man. That's one problem solved then. It was those annoying Marignas, right, Bambam? Yes! Thieves of possessions of people are worst! Just be careful in future, yeah? You try it on your own. You gotta be able to solve your own problems, isn't it? Ugh, I know. We'll be more responsible with our stuff from now on. And try not to fight with each other. You have to work together through thick and thin, okay? Bam, understand and take to heart. Ah! What now? The leaveness. We left it packed at camp. Mama, we did do that. Bam, let's hurry. We're done for if it gets nicked. Bam, not want to be done for. Time for race of life. Safe travels. Bam? What's wrong? Talk to me. His pulse is slow. This is bad. Sorry, I was going to make a joke about this being like a continuation of the knockoff Xenoblade Chronicles, but then it got serious. What? You can't be serious. How could he suddenly keel over? Do you have any idea what could have happened to him? Why would I know? Do I look like a medic? Dorin? We don't have time to wool gather. We have to get Bambam back to Colony 4 right now. If anyone can help him, Alessandra can. She's our only hope. We'll go with you. That's quite a way between here and Colony 4. Knowing you, you'll end up in a fine fix sooner or later if we leave you alone. I know we're more trouble than we're worth, but this time we really need you. So much more to see. Jeez, this got oddly serious. So my question is there an actual order to these quests? Or were they always everywhere on the map? And what actually mattered was just, you know, wherever you found them, that would trigger that region's quest, and then so on. And then whichever one you did last. So let's say this wasn't the last one we'd done. Let's say the one up in the snowy region was the last one we'd done. Would he have passed out there? With this bit that cues the next quest? I'm wondering. Did we just happen upon them at the right points? I don't know. I have no way of knowing. I feel like that's probably urgent, and we need to go check on him and make sure he's going to be okay. But we've got like, what, two question marks left in this entire region? And I think I would rather just go ahead and get those knocked out first. And then we'll worry about our little Nippon friend. Man, that was an abrupt shift from conversation. But I think I've said all I need to say about inept Linux channels, stupid people, and the CCP. We'll carry on from here. Well, we might as well go up there while we're in the region. And then we can zip slide and zip slide and... I'm not sure what you're talking about, Noah. Is that what? You know what we haven't found yet in this game? Is a money sink. Like a good, proper, massive money sink, which is weird. Because we now have 1,350,556 G. And I don't know what to spend it on. We've never needed to spend a large amount of money on anything. We've never had any reason to. I guess there are probably items we can buy that'll help us out on our journey that we've just never felt compelled to locate. What we need is a colony of our own that we can dump money into, and we can use that money to, you know, improve like the living conditions and things. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'd be looking for in a game like this. It's like, oh, you can adopt a colony and spend bakoodles of money there. And that money's... I'm not even going to read what we're fighting right now. I don't even care. I just want the Nippon coins. But, you know, that's what I'm thinking right now. That's what I'm thinking we need. And the game doesn't have it. And they've got some DLC coming up. They could add it. Or maybe they do have it, and we just haven't found it yet. I don't know. That was a big, fast fight. Got tons of Nippon coins now. I don't really know. I mean, we use Nippon coins for buying things when I don't feel like, you know, I don't want to go find all the ingredients for soup. So they're handy for that. And then it's good if I need to speed up the development of a certain class on occasion. But is there, like, those are all disposable things. And I'm pretty sure even the silver Nippon coins are not infinitely renewable. I think there's probably a set amount of those. So it'd be nice if we had something in the game that we could spend money on that would produce Nippon coins. That would be handy. You know, at this point, dump 1,000 coins for a Nippon. I mean, even more than that, $10,000 for a Nippon coin. Sure, I've got it. Like, that's the thing. I've got so much money. It's like in Xenoblade Chronicles X, one of my favorite games in the series. You know, along with the other three, which are also my favorite games in the series. You could spend money to get that other currency that I forget the name of. And that was, I mean, you couldn't do it whenever you wanted to. It was dumb. You had to go to a thing and accept a quest, and then walk to the other side of town and give them the money, and they would give you the real convoluted sort of nonsense that I feel like we could have done without just find things. But, oh, this is new. Oh, could we have gotten up here from this side? Wait, were we just down there? Where were we before? I think so. I think we just, this was unnecessary then. All right, well, I suppose we'll zipline and we'll see where this takes us. Well, we've done Shrek'd it up now, haven't we? I think we can fast travel back up there and it'll be fine. It's not the end of the world. We'll go send this man on his way, and then we'll go back up there. Okay, we're gonna do this again, but this time it's gonna be daylight, and we're not gonna be inept at it. We're just gonna... You just kind of got to give it a little bit of a pause there at the end to make sure Senna gets the idea and hops on up. Actually, this might benefit us. I wonder if the next question mark... No. I was going to say is maybe over here and only accessible. No, both of them. This one's like pretty far directly to the south. And then where's the other one? There's two of them. Wasn't there two question marks? Am I crazy? Did we already... Is there... Maybe not? Huh. Okay, well I guess there's only one left here then. Oh, there's one like way down here, and we can do that. If we find everything here, will it fill in all this map? Because I don't want to zigzag back and forth trying to fill in the empty sea. I'm not about that life. Oh, Shrek. Okay, so there's like a couple of different options here. I don't think we can go backwards on these, so we're gonna go ahead and fire this one.
This goes here, that goes there.
Absolutely it does. Very well done, Senna. So that's weird that there's two of those. Is one of those to get back to here? Alright, we're gonna go this way first. And then if we need to, we can fast travel back up there and get back to here. But we'll try... Because I think that's just gonna lead us back to that island, and I don't think there's anything useful for us to locate there. Whereas this one here is going to take us to the top of this little island. Where if we're all being honest with each other, there's probably also nothing of particular use or interest, but it does appear as though there is a container on top, which might have a silver Nippon coin, which we're trying to hoard for reasons. Alright, so we've got some hawks up here, but not knuckle hawks. There is a container, and it contains some gemstones, some earrings. There's also another one of these bad boys. So is this going to let us get back across? It looks like it's being guarded, but they're not too pressed by our presence, actually. They don't even seem to care that we're here. So that's just going to let us circle back. Kind of handy, I guess. What we really need is the ability to traverse the purple goo. And I'm tempted to look into that. Here's the thing. What I would like... I don't want to have it spoiled. I don't want to know that if there's a character or a location we need to go. What I want to know is simply... a point on a map. Go to this point on the map and you can start to get your ability to cross the purple goo. But that's not what we're going to get. If I look into it, it's like, first off, I'm going to find a website and there's going to be 7 paragraphs. It's going to be like, how to cross the purple goo. And then the very first line's going to be like, Xenoblade Chronicles 3, released 3 weeks ago, to much applause and success, and the game is blah, 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 massive open world, blah, 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 blah. You go down 5 paragraphs, and it's going to say, one of the things that many players have struggled with is figuring out how to traverse the purple goo that appears across the map that can damage you when walked upon. Some have tried to tank it, and then you keep reading and keep reading, and you've got another 7 or 8 paragraphs, and then it's finally like, fortunately, the developers have added a quest that allows you to simply and quickly traverse it. And in order to do it, you simply need to follow these basic steps. Speaking of, be sure to read our guide, and then you gotta keep reading and reading and reading, and then you'll get to a part where it's like, all you have to do is make sure you're at this point in the story, and then do these other 35 things, and then you finally get the answer you actually came here for. Can I jump over to that one? Like, what is the point of there being 2 of these? Can you jump off of this in, like, mid-traversal? How does this work? I'm not gonna throw myself off. I mean, Tyon, I respect your commitment to figuring out the secrets here. Oh my gosh. Did you do this? Did you kill all of these people? It's a lot of people for a single large horse-like equestrian creature to kill. Goodness gracious. Okay, yeah, so we can zip slide back down there if we wanted to, but if we have a look at the map, I don't think we really missed anything over here. I mean, I guess we don't know what's in this region. It might be worth going back over there and traveling a bit more and seeing, but that's always going to be there if we need it. And then this is going to take us back to that other little island. Look at this, we've created a large triangle. Well, I gotta figure out what to do about that, and I guess to do that I have to figure out whether or not, oh yeah, we can just jump off of here. Okay.
I thought I was...
Oh, I did... Wait, how did I die? Did I not land in the water? Did I, like, land right up against that rock? What even? Okay. So, if we start going across this, and then we hold, like, that direction and we jump. Oh, okay. See, I don't even know if that's possible, what I'm trying to do. Or if it's the correct thing to do. So, we might just be wasting our time here. I guess we could wait till we're a little bit closer. See, yeah, I can jump, and I think it's just about, well, okay, we definitely did it wrong there. But I do think it's just a matter of actually aiming and getting it correct. I'll tell you what, you know that medallion or whatever what the heck? Whatever it is that you can get in Breath of the Wild that allows you to teleport right back to it whenever you place it. I can't even, it's been so long since I played Breath of the Wild, I can't remember what that thing is. But if we had that right now, that would be very handy, because that would allow us to place it right here, and then every time I fail this, just fast travel right back to this point, as opposed to what I've been doing. Yeah. See, the first time I think I went too far, and now every time I do it, I'm not going far enough, because I'm worried about going too far. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, boy! That's how you do it right there. Okay, now we gotta manage this. So you just gotta jump. No, I did not anticipate the amount of forward momentum we would have. Okay, so with that much forward momentum, I guess we better jump now? Oh, you couldn't get better than that. I mean, yeah, we still almost died. But that was clean. Second attempt, baby, come on! And then we've got Legacy of the Seven? Wait a minute. What? Mercury rings? Wait, what? Boosts critical rate by 60%. Hot dang. We're gonna go ahead and mark that.
Lose this.
Mercury, I'm assuming it's supposed to be pronounced like Mercury. Yeah, equip that. Why not? Okay, anyway, we've done enough exploration here. Now we need to get back in our boat and find our way down to here. Now my question is, if we fast travel... I mean, sometimes when we fast travel, our boat goes with us, and then sometimes it does not. And I feel like the fastest thing that we could do is fast travel to... You know, we just gotta get to our boat, really, as quickly as we can. Let's see if fast traveling to here brings our boat to us. And if it doesn't, I'll just go to it. It's fine. No, oh, thank goodness. This thing is such a bear to control. It's also, I don't think the other one was that much faster than this one. I know I talked a big game about like, oh my gosh, this one's so much quicker. But I don't really think that it is. I feel like this one's going pretty much the same speed. Okay, so there was just like a hidden question mark inside of this fog. I can't believe this fog.
It's so white, Manana not able to see wing in front of face.
This looks dangerous to go through. A new shoal's found close by here. Riku not want to force ship aground. It better to wait in patience until fog clear. Yeah, I suppose. Oh! Did you see something, Mimi? Just now, there was... I must have imagined it. Mio, Senna, take shifts on watch. Whoa! Look! No way, the fog's clearing. What in the world's going on? White fog on Erythia Sea. Ooh. Ooh, it's fog. It's fog. Fog happens. It's not that interesting. We're gonna go down to our other question mark of the map here. Oh wait, is that the one that's like at the bottom of the map? Yeah. Well, that explains why sometimes that other question mark disappears. Because it probably moves around wherever that fog is. So what I have to do now, I assume, is what, drive around until I find more fog? Okay. Sure. I wonder how close we need to be before the fog will spawn into existence, or otherwise materialize, so we know what's that way. That is still an area of the map that we've not explored. The other side of the sword base, we sped run through there. We have no clue at all what is actually lying in wait back there. There could possibly be a whole colony back there. Ooh, this is like black fog. This is different. This is different because normally we get the purple fog. I don't know what this is all about. Is this where we need to be? Is that what the game is suggesting to me here? Oh. Okay, well, here's what I've done. Hermit's Inlet. I've kind of more or less circled the map, not completely, but just sort of sticking to the outsides and looking in, and I've yet to find any more question marks or smoke or fog. I did find, like, what appears to be a cave that is, at the impassable. But, like, there's definitely something back there, right? We can all agree? So what's going on here? That's so strange. Like, there's obviously something in there. Is this a reference to another game, I wonder? Like, there's something back there. Definitely something back there. This could be a reference to something from either Leftheria or the Aerith Sea. I'm not sure which, one of the two. The thing is, I can think of a couple of different places it could be, but I can't remember either of those places well enough to know definitively if it's either or neither of them. So that's the problem. It's a real big problem. Oh, well, this is suspicious, isn't it? Obviously, we can swim through here, but why can't we take the boat? Is it because that's a level... Oh! The Aegis Sea. Pyra? Mithra? Pyra! Mithra! I mean, I guess we can't be... Malos! Malos! It could be... We don't know. Alvis! Is that like a Pyra Mithra themed monster? Is that what's going on over there? I mean, there's definitely something over here that we're about to discover. Oh, that is the Levialord Imperio. Shan't be tackling that today, I'll tell you that. But what a magnificent creature, honestly. Look at that thing. That's what we're working towards. When we're all level 99 or whatever max level is, we're going to come back here. We're going to have the best gear. We're going to have the best gear, the finest gear. You've never seen gear like this. And we're going to try to fight that thing. Is there actually nothing over here? I swam all the way over here, and there's just a random outcropping. I guess if we wanted to fight this thing, you know, on land, we could. Maybe that's the purpose of this. There's also, I mean, I don't need any... What a waste. Anyway, one fast travel later, we're continuing to search for more fog that does not appear to exist. Oh, this place looks unpleasant, doesn't it? Let's see what's going on in here. I mean, I said unpleasant, but it looks more like alien than anything else. And I like it. Is the green water going to harm us, though? It's a geothermal belt. Yes, it is. Can we traverse it without taking damage? No, we cannot. Well, then I guess we'll come back here later. Maybe it's the case that the fog only shows up at certain times of the day. That's a distinct possibility. And the reason we're not finding it is because we're exploring at the wrong time of day. Oh! Oh, we have the boost here! Why did I think we didn't have the boost? Oh yeah, that does definitely make it a lot faster, doesn't it? Okay, well, does make it a lot faster. Quite a bit, though. Alright, so I decided to go another loop around and really try my best to stick as hard to the outside edges as I could, in as many places as I could. And I think I've got a pretty good feel now for the actual shape of this landmass here. And I've yet to find any more fog. It did say 1 of 2, right? As though it wanted me to go out and find more fog again? Alrighty, maybe we have a new solution here. Maybe instead of trying to find fog, I just start picking islands and I start exploring them. Because there's a lot we haven't explored, and we're bound to find interesting things on these islands. So the first thing I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to fully circle it. So we have a full loop all the way around it, and we kind of know its form and layout. And then we're going to land, and we're going to see what we find. And it's possible that there may be some question marks on this island that we just haven't seen yet, because we've not actually gone ashore, as they say. There's definitely stuff going on over here. Why are we turning this? Stop. Come back. Stop doing this to me. I think we'll set ashore right here, under the cover of these large, bony structures near this spike. And we will see what this island, it's a pretty large one, has to offer. I suppose we could start by just pushing inland as far as we can, as quick as we can, and see if there's anything interesting about this particular landmass. There is this weird tower that might be worth checking out. This could be... I don't think this is a Leftherian thing. There weren't things like this in the Leftherian archipelago. I'm thinking this is more of a Aerith Sea sort of construct here that existed back in the Elder Days. Second Pillar Remnant. I think we found the first or third Pillar Remnant before, so it's good to find this one now. Hey, wait a minute. Did this game ever explain why annihilation events were occurring? What is that all about? What causes those? I feel like that was just kind of skipped right over and we never really got a clear explanation for it. Which is a bit of a bummer. Whoa! Okay, well that's pretty Denag Desert-esque, isn't it? Ooh.
The air here.
Yeah? Tell me more about the air here. A lot of spiders around here. Like, just a whole bunch of them. And I don't like it. And I'd rather they not be here. So in order to get to that container, we have to fall through a different little sprout in the ground.
Doesn't look like we can go through here.
No, it doesn't. Do we need to fight this thing? Abysmal Rakshmi. You know what? Before we even bother, let's find out. Oh, it doesn't tell you the monster you have to fight, does it? Target monster unknown. Okay, so if we fought it before, it'll tell us. So we literally have to fight this thing before we're gonna know whether or not it's one of these. So we better go ahead and fight this guy anyway. Alright, whatever. We did it! It was conquered! It is dead now! 2000 XP for all that effort, my gosh. Did that accomplish any goals, I wonder? What is this that it's dropped? Whatever the last thing we picked up. Odd pointy shard, again. I don't know what these are all about. Let's sort these by... Actually, I guess chronological would be acquired, which means that, yeah, that did nothing for us. Unless it's required that you rematch it, in which case we'd have to find that out and then fight it again. Which, I mean, we could do that, but... Let's just leave the cave. Oh, the bright, blinding light of day. Guess we'll go back here to the second Pillar Remnant and continue to explore from whence we began and try not to fall into any holes until we're sure we're over the correct one. Ooh! Got ourselves a hulking wreck, the Sandbar Hulk. Set as active quest. Let's go. Let's go crush these gentlemen. Oh, this could also be the little sink pit we were looking for. I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and focus on this right now. Good gosh, this Hawks is as big as Senna is! Aldera Hawks! Now that's not an insult. That's not like a playful sort of, oh, you Knucklehawks. This is an Aldera Hawks. This is like the Chad of Hawkses, right? Like, this is when your friend comes over and they're like, oh, so you know Tom? And you're like, yeah, I know Tom. Why? And they're like, oh, I heard he was a bit of an Aldera Hawks. And you're like, yeah, he is. He dominates every room he's in. That's how my friends talk about me. If I had friends. I assume. I kind of don't like having this guy with us when we do our chain attacks. It kind of makes chain attacks awful. They're so much harder. I think maybe I've just been cheating my chain attacks with the individual party members that I've had with me. But, yeah. I don't even know how he got back in the... I mean, I know how he got back in the party. I put him in the party. But... Actually, yeah, why do I still have him in the party? I gotta remember when he's not, like, actively needed in the party, get him out of the party. Alright, time to get this bad boy up and running. See, I feel like the Ferronis Hulks could be a good money sink. They do have the forges, and you can spend money at the forges if you want to get some items. But it would be cool if you could fix them up as sort of like new colonies, and have people who are maybe wandering around join those colonies, and you can pay to upgrade them and paint them and make them look nice. I don't know. I wish there was just a little bit more going on that you could spend money on. I love that sort of thing in a video game where you have an area that you can spend money on to improve and upgrade, and you get buffs and bonuses and boosts for it. Particularly when it's done really well. I know in a lot of games it's not done really well. Valhalla, I never really felt like was doing it the way that I wanted it done. Also, Tam Tam is here, and Tam Tam here no doubt has a additional little doodah for us that they may part with, hopefully, if we just talk to them about the situation. You know, just tell them we're here to help out Shill Shill, and Shill Shill wants Tam Tam to hand over a stone, a red Nopon pebble, 100 weak points to your defense. Mimo, be careful. Oh, thanks for the advice, mate.
Nice to have more friends.
How are we doing on that quest? Let's see. Is there a way to find out rewards? Still 7 Nopon. The rewards for this quest, considering how long it takes, are not really worth it. But, I mean, how do you tell how many you've got and how many you've got left? Is there a way to find out? Maybe if we activated it? And then we viewed it from here? 16 of 19. So 4 more to go. No, 3 more to go. I can count. See, 2,000 G. If it would let you just spend 20,000 G, if I could adjust the amount I got per turn, instead of having to do it once every time, then we'd really be onto something here. But as far as I can tell, I'm pushing all the buttons. There's no way to do that. I'd love to drop 50 grand right here, right now on this machine. But having to do them one at a time is just... And then you're kind of stuck here. Like, I'm holding down the go button, and it's just now released me. I'm just saying it would be handy. I guess we could spend money at the shop, like with the trader pawn. What have you got? See, the problem is, I don't really want any of these things. We've already got 2 of these things, and these other 2 things. Boosts evasion, reduces damage taken, boosts damage dealt by 50% per enemy defeated. That's actually a handy one, but... I am a window shopper. I don't really need anything you've got. So that's, I'm going to assume, the core of this island and what the main thing is we can locate. But we will continue our exploration. I just got a call from my brother who's driving down the road, and there's a person apparently just going like 80 or 90 down the interstate on the shoulder. I think that this is one of the greatest signs of societal decay and approaching collapse, is the fact that traffic laws are just no longer obeyed. When I was younger, it was funny to watch videos from, like, Russia, where people just do not care and they do whatever they want to. And it's like, lol, everyone there is just an idiot. The society is crumbling. It's funny. But I feel like we're kind of seeing that now. I was having this conversation, actually, with my brother, which is the reason he called me the other day, about how people are just getting worse and worse at driving. And it's not that they don't know, it's that they don't care. It's as time passes, people on the road care less and less about what the traffic laws are. You know, they'll roll right through a stop sign, they don't care. They'll run a red light, they don't care. And it's awful. I think that traffic laws are things that we've all just agreed as a society we're going to follow for the safety and you know, everyone, you know, so that people aren't just acting crazy. And so I do think that people like that who just blatantly violate traffic laws should be strung up by their feet and beaten with reeds. And, you know, if you want to join in, you come to City Hall, collect your reed from the officer, go do the beating, and, you know, maybe just put a stick out front. Like this person rolled through 7 traffic lights like they didn't even care about the law. And you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll participate in this. You just, you know, you pick up your reed, you beat them. Not to death or anything. Just, you know, until the point gets across. And, you know, obviously we live stream that so that people, you know, at home can see it. And then eventually over time, we'll kind of build up this knowledge as a society that, oh, you don't break traffic law. You'll get beaten with reeds. Now, I don't want to do that with fear. I hate that. But when you've reached a point in society where people just out of the goodness of their own hearts, where they're so corrupted on their insides, where they're just so bad and rotten and worthless to the core that they're not going to obey basic laws of decency just out of decency, then yeah, you got to start beating them with reeds. That's the only answer. You just got to make them black and blue and then put them back on the road, and just every time they think about, like, man, I'm going to just roll through the stop sign, I'm not even going to stop, they just have a flashback to the time they got home and their entire family was laughing at them. Like, look, we're watching the highlight reel of you getting beaten by reeds. It's funny when that little 5-year-old comes up and pokes you in the eye, and that just flashes through their mind, and they're like, I'm not going to do it, I'm going to stop. I go on a lot of rants in these videos, and I feel like editing Reese has much more of like a finger on the pulse of, you know, does this need to be in the video? Is this like, it's not even a matter of, you know, is this going to offend people? Are they going to unsubscribe? I don't care. It's more so, is this dragging down the video? Is this 30-minute long conversation about how whipped and pathetic you have to be to live in the 21st century and still put up with having a queen? Is that really contributing to the video, or can we cut that? I didn't realize that we still couldn't do cancels in some of the Ouroboros forms. I thought I'd unlocked that on all of them. So that's definitely something we need to do as soon as we get the opportunity. I was just thinking about a game I used to play called Real War Rogue States, and the reason I was thinking about it is, much like in this game, okay, so in this game, right now we have a healer, well, we have 2 healers, but I also have the ability to res someone. So let's say in the event our healer was dead, I would be able to res our healer, and then our healer would be able to res me, and you know, we would be fine. And it reminds me of how in Real War Rogue State, it was a bit of a real-time strategy game, and you had these buildings you could build. And so you had your HQ, and then you also had this other building, and I can't remember what it was called, but we'll say it was the construction building. So you had to have the HQ to build the construction building. But if you had the construction building, you could build a new HQ. And those 2 buildings, that meant as long as you had one, you could always build the other. And then as long as you had those 2 buildings, you could build anything else in the game, right? There were certain buildings you needed the HQ to build, there were certain buildings you needed the construction building to build. But so long as you had them both, you were more or less guaranteed to be able to, oh good, everyone's dead now. I was not paying enough attention to realize that. Darn it, see, right now we're gonna lose. This is basically the same thing that would happen if the enemy attacked you and managed to knock out those 2 buildings, which they never particularly specifically targeted those 2 buildings. They should have, I always did. But if you knocked those 2 out, you basically crippled what they could do. Because at that point you could start moving down the line and be like, okay, well, they don't have an HQ anymore, so they can't build these tank assembly facilities, so we'll blow those up. And then they can't manufacture any more tanks. Or we've gotten rid of their construction building, so now what we can do is we can kind of slip in, and is it just Lance right now? Oh, Lance, you put up a valiant effort. What a waste of time that turned out to be. But, you know, okay, they can't get any more. If we destroy their supply buildings, they can't build any new supply buildings, which means they can't build any more supplies, which means we can just kind of camp out around their base and pick off their tanks, and eventually they'll run out of supplies to build new ones. It's similar in this game with having a healer and then one person that can res the healer, or having 2 healers that can res each other. It's like, yeah, So long as they're both alive, you feel safe. But as soon as one dies, you're like, oh no, the other one is like super vulnerable right now. And you start to feel nervous. And you might be wondering, Reese, how did you think of that? I don't know. I have not played Real War Rogue States. And I'm not even joking. This is not hyperbolic. It's probably been like 10 years since I've played that game, and I loved that game. I need to play that game. I need to see if I can get that game running. I wonder if it's on like Steam or GOG. If it's on GOG and it's already been, made to run, then gosh, that would be the thing to do. Let's send this husk off and then I'm gonna check. Real War Rogue States. October 1st, 2002. Wow, so I got this game like right after it came out, I guess, because I've been playing it for that long. I didn't realize that it was a new game when I got it. It's, let's see, IGN gave it a 7 out of 10. Yeah! Apparently it's the sequel to the best-selling PC game Real War. I didn't know that. I had no idea. So I can get it on a bunch of abandonware websites, which I'm just not going to do. See, I was hoping to find that it was available on Steam or GOG or something. I do own the game. I've got the CD here in this room with me. Rogue State is available on Steam, but that's like a different thing. That's a whole different game. Okay. Anyway, carrying on here, shall we? Jeez, everything up here is actually kind of high-leveled. Oh. Oh. Place of Heroes Past. Yeah. I can understand why now. Man, we might be about to reach level 71 if we keep fighting guys up here. Dang. I see, now, having a Legacy of the Seven doodah here makes sense. This is a place of actual importance. It makes perfect sense to me. Yeah, I think that's enough of this chain attack, honestly, because I think that the amount of bonus XP we're getting from defeating this guy, yeah! We're all level 71 now, boys! Again? That's the funny thing, isn't it? Oh. What was that? Was that an odd triangular shard? Where are these shards going to be used? Where are they all going to come back to? See, I expect to find Legacy of the Seven up here, because this is actually a significant thing and place and makes sense. We're going to have to fight this guy. A heroic Gulkin. Let's go. I don't think we can actually win this. Yeah, I think we're going to die. I think we might be underleveled for this encounter. Yeah. Yeah, everyone who can res is dead now. It's just like in Real War Rogue States. 84 now. Remember 83 was our max before. This should make this way more doable. Alright, you nasty little goober. Oh, he doesn't even want to fight us. I've initiated combat now, and I feel bad about it. Oh my gosh. We almost killed it before we even made it into the Ouroboros attack. Madness. Wait, what? I'm sorry, wait, how much damage did we... What? Alrighty then. And what are we getting out of you? Veneris rings. I think it's mostly rings you get out of these things. Somehow... There's a treasure chest, like, right there. I keep saying treasure chest. More like a Chezzer. There is a container opposite this wall. We have to do some sort of jumping puzzle to reach. Well. Oh! We did it! Take that, folks. Take that. We've done it. Who, what, when, where, and why? What, and find this time. I want to watch Spy Kids. It's been too long. It's been far too long. I want to watch the whole trilogy, not the fourth one. Heavens, no, not the fourth one. I kind of want to watch Shark Boy and Lava Girl, but I want to watch it with a whole bunch of friends at 3 in the morning. You know what I mean? It's the only conditions under which I want to watch that movie. It's kind of hard to tell how much of the island we've actually explored. I don't really know. Wait, why is my boat there, of all places? I still don't know if I fully understand the shape of the island. And where it ends, and where the coast begins. There's a whole lot of Kevis activity on this island, which is weird, because I've yet to find any sort of Kevesi colony. We're definitely siding with the locals against them, though, for the sake of Nippon coins. Pretty straightforward. Thank you. A whopping 89 XP. Hopefully these things won't just attack us on sight, you know? I'm kind of banking on our excessive level being the thing that keeps us from having to do a whole lot of random combat encounters with these guys. They've got to be here for a reason, though. This looks like some sort of a settlement. This does not look like a proper... Like there's no loveness here. But there's a whole full-on encampment with just no one nearby. And it does make me wonder, why? I mean, there's some more guys over here. It's just there is no loveness. So it kind of looks like a bunch of Kavesi just set up camp here. Like, they got these little bridges. They've clearly got some sort of a settlement. Who is in charge here? What is the purpose of this place? What are you doing in this region? This is abnormal.
Now that's teamwork.
Okay, well, there's that dead. Life restored to peaceful normality. There's still no explanation for this. This might be part of another quest that we'll get later on. You know, like, oh, there's a bunch of random guys camped out on a beach. Go figure out what they're doing. At least then we could probably fast travel to this general vicinity, but what are they doing? We're gonna just come up here and steal their stuff. I wonder if they're even gonna attack us. No. Can we open it without, like, engaging with them? No, we're gonna have to kill at least this guy. Well, I'm trying to lock onto him, but the game is not allowing it. There we go. Come here, you. Are all of his friends going to ignore? No, they're all going to get involved. Let's want something a bit meatier. We're all going to have that memorized by the time it's all said and done. What are you going to give me? I think I see some Nippon coins, maybe? Eh? No? I don't think that these things drop Nippon coins. We're probably full on ether cylinder. No, we're not, because we used some! How handy. We've more or less run the full perimeter of the island, and yeah, we've not gotten everything, but I think we've seen everything we really want to see for the time being. I mean, I'm sure we'll come back here at some point, because there's probably more to find, but I'm kind of tired of being here. I don't know if we're going to find any more colonies. I wonder how many colonies there are. Let me search that real quick. I'm gonna search. I'm not gonna look for spoilers. I'm just gonna see what our total colony number is on the old web search engine. How many colonies are in Xenoblade 3? Okay, here we go. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27 colonies in this game. I did have to look at the names, but I didn't actually read them, so I didn't recall what any of them are called. I literally was just counting, going down a list. Alright, well, if we go to the affinity chart, I think, we can see how many did I even say? We don't have all of them. There's 16, and I know I counted up to at least 20-something, maybe more. I just read it out loud. I can't remember already. There were a lot, though. There's probably one inside the Orion Titan that we just didn't find yet. All right, I'm going to the map, and I'm going to see if there are any other... Okay, there's a question mark here. So that's an option. Oh, yeah, we never made it across this purple pool. I would like to do that.